So this video is on transplanting a gigantic pawpaw. This guy has got to be, I don't know, 6 feet tall, maybe a little bigger. He's huge. Digging the hole right now. See how nice my dirt is? This is Central Illinois dirt. Nice, rich farming dirt. It's moist. It's just so good. Naturally. You don't really have to do a lot with this dirt just because it's so good already. Pawpaws love it. And right here is where the water runs through in my yard. So, pawpaws love that too. So I give it a natural environment. It's got an understory environment a little bit, but over here it will get sun. Now this is a sycamore, so when it grows up a little bit, it will also give it a little bit more shade. But sycamores aren't a super full tree, so there will be a lot of shade getting, or a lot of dappled sun getting through on that one. Oliver, watch it now. You are almost shoveling yourself. And here we go. If the cat will stop attacking the phone. And we are going to start getting this pawpaw planted. I've never planted one this big before, so I'm a little nervous about it. I want it to have a good taproot. That's the most important thing. Oliver likes to help me try to dig and get in the hole and just be a nuisance. But he's a cute nuisance, so we deal with it. Central Illinois is a great place for pawpaws. This is all farming land around here because we have such wonderful soil. So we'll see how this one does. I've planted a bunch of other ones and they have all done really, really well. Haven't had a problem with any of them except for the ones that came already dead from TY2I Nursery. But they had no root system to even start off with. All right, let's see if we can break this. Whoa, look out, owls. I think they'll stay away now. He just got a bunch of dirt in his face. I wanted to break that root down there. You okay, owls? He's going off. He's like, yeah, I've had enough of that one. Had enough of that. Can be a little dangerous, huh, Ollie? I think I may be about where I need to be, so I'll get the tree out in just a second. I want to see if I can break this root a little bit more and just get it out of here. There are some roots in the ground, but not as much as you'd expect with huge trees being right next to it. They're all right. And I'm just straightening up the edges so that we have an even area to put it in when we take it out of the pot. But look at how lovely my dirt is. I love this dirt. It's so amazing. All right, so the key to planting pawpaws is trying to keep the root system intact. It's very, very important. So we'll see, since this is a big tree, how it looks. Hopefully the dirt's not just falling off everywhere, because I've had that happen with smaller trees. It's really hard to pull them out and you have to cut the sides. So I'm going to see how this one looks and just give it a few pulls and see if it's going to come up without falling apart. And it is. So I don't feel the taproot down there, but I'm sure it's down there. Everything to me looks good. The plant looks good. It doesn't look root bound or anything. I try to straighten it up because I am notorious for planting my plants sideways and then being a little upset with the way they look. Well, that one I think that one may end up a little sideways just because of the way it's growing. Let's see. We can put a lot of dirt in on this side. One thing I did notice, I got this one from Sugar Creek Gardens in Missouri. One thing I did notice about it is that, straighten it up a little bit. Let's see how it looks. It's straighter. Straighter. Gotta look at all angles. Sometimes you think you got them straight, they're not. That's about as straight as it's gonna get, only because the trunk is crooked. So this one came from Sugar Creek Gardens. And I was a little worried about it because they're so big. But as you can see, it looks like the root system's in good shape. I'm not anticipating having any problems with this tree. Everything looks good. So I think we'll be fine. We'll give it a good watering. As you notice, I'm not putting any fertilizer in here. Pawpaws are a little more sensitive. You don't want to fertilize them right away. Just want to put them in. Let them do their thing for a while. Get used to this new ground. I know it's going to love my ground because this ground is so good for pawpaws and for any other thing that I've grown. I've never had a problem growing things here. So I have a feeling this little pawpaw is going to be quite happy in its new environment. It'll get sun for part of the day, and the rest of the day it'll be in shade. And then it will be very close to where the water runs through here, which is why I started planting pawpaws to begin with, because I have this area that's kind of shady, gets a lot of water, and I was like, what trees will grow in that? And pawpaw were one I found. I was actually looking to see if there were any fruit trees that might grow in that environment. And this one does. So, all right, I'll put all this stuff around the top again. I always plant it just a little higher, just because all the dirt settles. So it'll settle in a little bit and go a little lower eventually and even up, has been my experience. Lots of worms in the soil too. There's a couple right here. So he's got good buddies to start him out with already. And it's already nice and moist. I'll water it, but I think today's a nice day for planting too. As you can see, it, if you can't see, it is overcast. So it'll be a nice cool day. Like I said, it looks like I'm planting it too high, but I've planted in this dirt enough to know that to put a little extra on top and it will settle. So then I don't have to add more dirt later, because that's what's happening at first. So I just put it up like that and it will settle down and the pawpaw will be happy. All right, I don't tap it down. I just let them, the natural rain and whatever, start to get the soil all where it needs to be, and it will. One thing I noticed about this nursery though, these tags are really, really tight. The yellow one, not so much. This is a mango variety. But the orange one I'll probably have to cut off. Well, maybe I'll be able to get it off. It's just really extremely tight. Tried to pull it off last night and I had a really hard time getting it off. So let's get those off. You see how it was eaten into it? I don't know how clear that is, but... And another thing about this pawpaw that I liked is that it has tiny flower beds on it. I'm trying to remember where they were, because I did find some. I thought they were close to the inside of the tree. And I'm not seeing them now, but they are there because I saw them the other day. And I was really kind of surprised. But it is a 6-foot tree, so it is about time for it to start budding out. So we'll see what happens next year. I may have another tree that starts flowering next year too. I'm not sure. Looks like it has a few flower buds, but that will be the first year, so you just never know with them. Okay, so that is my 6-foot pawpaw planted. And he seems happy. We'll water him and see how it goes.